Hello, friends. I had the opportunity to attend the Microsoft AI Tour in Mumbai. Let me share some key highlights from this event.
It's wonderful to be back in India and here in Mumbai and have a chance this morning to talk about AI and mostly to celebrate all the AI and AI solutions. Exciting to be able to come back and see the progress even year on year. That I see is when you talk about technology, it allows whether it's in our state, whether it is in our organization, whether it's in our lives, right? So the ability to move the frontier. So we always start there, right? The customer experience. Now you can think about and reimagine, whether it's the employee experience, whether it's the operational efficiency, whether it's the rate of innovation. If you're a drug company, can you really get through clinical trials fast? Can we get more new drugs out there? You may be in Outlook, you may be in Word, you may be in Excel, you may be in Teams, you may, whatever you are, doing your work. How do we bring the Copilot there? And think of Copilot though, as not just a request response, right? That's what we've been doing now nearly for 2 years, right? We know now that, hey, we can ask it any question, it'll come back with a better answer than anything that we have previously experienced. Let's call it an information.
My name is Copilot on my mobile. Hey Copilot, what's on my agenda for today?
You've got a few things lined up today. First, there's an AI Tour India meeting that started earlier this morning. Then at 11 a.m., there's a Contoso sales call. Later in the afternoon, you've got a team sync at 2 p.m.
Thanks, Copilot. And has my manager sent me any emails?
Yes, you've got a few emails from Nicole.
And you'll see I'm actually using GPT 5.2, which we released yesterday, and it's immediately available to all Microsoft 365 customers. GPT 5.2 is it's allowing Copilot to be even better at finding the most relevant resources. So my responses are very contextually relevant, and I'm able to take quick action. And it makes a very visual output. Now, only Copilot is able to combine this constant modelization with your work data to provide the most relevant response. Go to Excel and I'm going to turn on agent mode and ask it to get me a little bit more aware of what's been spent, what's uncommitted, what's at risk, and to build a visual dashboard so it's easy for me to understand my data. Agent mode in Excel natively speaks Excel, just like Satya said. So it's not going to create a random number that I don't know where it came from. It will actually build formulas right in my spreadsheet, right where my budget already exists. And it will even create native objects like charts and tables, things that I can continue to manipulate. It also walks through everything it's doing on the right-hand side. So that way, say my manager, Nicole, comes to me and asks, how did I come to my conclusion? Well, Copilot actually helps me understand what it did. That way I can continue to work with it. I can also ask agent mode to do simple things like conditional formatting, which you'll see. Highlighting,
even I would say business decision-making level, is to think about not the silos of the previous generation, but the contextual way you can feed intelligence with data. So to that end, for example, underneath Zoe's demo is perhaps the most important database in any company that uses Microsoft 365 today, right? If you think about it, the tacit knowledge inside any corporation, any organization, is the knowledge of people, their work artifacts, whether they're spreadsheets, documents, their conversations in email, meetings in Teams, to be able to relate all that, because that's where the tacit knowledge of an organization is. I mean, this week, it is a great reminder of why having this diversity of models is going to really make this world a better place. As Providence, it's tremendous to see not only just the participation, but the ambition level of the projects coming out of India are just continuing to improve and get better. And so it's fantastic to see that.
I have a demo app here that's a storefront for some of the nostalgic toys which might have been common in many of our households. However, as you can see, the app doesn't really have any search or filter options, and I want to add that functionality. So I have my code repo here on GitHub. With the new agents panel, I can now kick off an agentic task from anywhere on GitHub by just describing the task and delegating it to the Copilot coding agent. So Copilot starts working on it in the background. I can assign a task to Copilot from anywhere I work. Alright, so let's dive into the session that we just kicked off and see what Copilot is working on. So I can see the progress of Copilot here on the left and also the draft PR on the right. Alright, so some of this will take a bit of time to complete. So meanwhile, when all of this task would have been completed, let's see how our app would look like. So it will look like something like that with all of the filters that are there and also my